Peace, light, love, and blessings and blessings. Neat Sankofa. Got back home from my walk and I'm locked out of my house. My folk didn't know I was gone. So they locked the door, and that's okay. I got an extra key I can access or whenever. So I came out to my beautiful nest place and said this is a beautiful opportunity for me to do just a little more ceremony in this space. A little more breathing, a little more releasing, a little more giving thanks. And so I have some more white flowers and this beautiful amethyst. And sounds and sights of nature. And this is good medicine for if you're transmuting or want to consciously just be in the energy of release and relief. Your breath you always have with you. Nature is here supporting us. It's such a beautiful support. So if you need some relief or some release, it's good to get around nature, to sit on the ground, put your feet on the earth if you can. But just being in the air and in the breeze and in the sun or in the moon, you can do it at night, by trees. And so trees especially and specifically are good for grief. So metaphysically, our grief lies here in our lungs, right? That's the metaphysical place. So a lot of people, when you're having problems and you're grieving, people can't breathe or feel like a tightening in the chest. That's because that's the place in which our body responds physiologically to grief and sorrow. And that's why sometimes you feel like you can't get a deep breath or you're breathing shallow. It's especially important to work the breath in the lungs during heavy energy times like we are experiencing now at the time of this recording, during a communal grieving time for our dear brother and his mother, and just for Black bodies, for Black mothers, during a time of worldwide appearances of dis-ease, and lots of our loving community is transitioning. So there's a lot of grief that's going on, and so our lungs are feeling all of that and holding that space for us. Trees, so if from a naturalist or a spiritualist perspective, our lungs, the part that we hold, are only half of our lungs. We're holding half of the lungs. So as we're being reintroduced to ourselves as not separate from nature, but a part of it, we are one with nature. We are earth beings. In the same way that the cells of our bodies do not look at themselves, I don't know what they look at themselves as, but I'm gonna give them some words, right? The cells of our bodies don't look at themselves as separate entities outside of the beingness that, we're all working towards a collective. It's the same thing with us and the earth. Everybody here is working. The ants, the flowers, the bees, the squirrels, the snakes, the skunks, everybody, the bats, and the owls. Everybody is working in their own rhythm, in their own time, sustaining each other in this wholeness of the planet, right? And then even beyond that, all the solar system, the universes, all of us are working collectively with each other, whether we conscientiously know that or not. So our lungs that we hold physically in our body are only a part of the lungs of Earth, right? Every other lung is part of that, and the trees are directly the other half. They take in the carbon monoxide and they give out oxygen. We take in the oxygen and we breathe back to them. We can also release that grief to them through that carbon monoxide. They transmute that and give us the breath of life, oxygen renewed, right? They know what to do with it. Earth knows what to do with it. Earth knows that we will have moments of grief and despair. Great Spirit, the Creator, created it not only just like a physiological exchange, but an exchange of emotion that can be transmuted for us. So if one really practical thing that you can do if you're experiencing great grief is go sit under a tree and cry and breathe with consciousness. Hug the tree, ask the tree to help you and be with you as a fellow earth being in that, you know. And trees are just wonderful. They have so much wisdom. A lot of them have been here much longer than we have, and have experienced and witnessed so much that has gone on upon the earth. And many of them have been made to be accomplices in some really nasty acts upon the earth, right? And even have been, you know, overly sacrificed for the greed of humanity. Yet they still are available to us in their right work, you know, and in this practice. So I definitely did this. I have a magnolia tree that is my sacred tree in my front yard. So after my walk, I went and just was with her, put my hands upon her, asked her. Her name is Zazobe, the wise woman. And I just asked her, help me to release this grieving for myself and for my family and for the family of our beloved brother and all mothers, and for the community right now. Help me to transmute this energy so that we can be grounded and rooted for the great work that we have to do, like our individual work, our divinely designed work. So I'm giving thanks for this moment of being locked out, and for Spirit to say, no, the work is not done yet, daughter. Like, okay, let me go sit in the nest. So let's just breathe together. And if you look at the branches of a tree, you look at all the branches and all the ways, they look like lungs. They look like the bronchial passageways of our lungs. Like, you know, a great teacher of mine once said, if you want to understand how to walk better with the earth, observe, and you can tell what a thing, you know, a medicine is and does by the way it looks. If you cut into a carrot and you really look in the inside, it looks like an eye. It looks like the eye, and the eye, like it looks like an eye. And so you know that you know, you can use your intuition to know that that is medicine for your eyes. You can consume that for your eyes. Another beautiful sister of mine shared that in nature, the antidote to the medicine is always right by it. So you will notice that lots of times in nature, blackberries grow with poison ivy. Blackberries are the medicine for poison ivy. Right? And it also serves to keep, you know, another layer of protection for the fruit. So, you know, if you ever get poison ivy, don't have some of the medicines that we use, you know, more purchased products, you can put blackberries on there, consume lots of blackberries. Though that's medicine. That's medicine for the poison ivy. So as we collectively in this moment in time, hopefully that's what I'm doing, and I'm encouraging people to do, is to make a more conscientious choice to, you know, to walk as an earth being, walk with an earth being. And those are some of the ways we can do that, by noticing the things that are reflecting back to us the medicine that they have for us. So in this moment of grief, we have, many stones and crystals and flowers and things that remind us of the beauty of life. That even in the pain and in the mourning moments, we have access to medicines, and we have a right to be joyous and access these beautiful offerings of earth. And we can offer as well. We can offer our time and our energy and our love and our appreciation as they're offering medicines to us. And if you feel so obliged, you can, offer water. And I do recommend offering water to the plant that, or the tree that has helped you through the grief. Take in some water yourself. It helps to move those emotions. Helps transmute. You can offer flowers. You can offer, some food or some plant medicine that you have. In appreciation, this is a good practice for all of us. When beings give us and provide for us and love us, be reciprocal in that energy exchange. If it's just thank you, a real sincere thank you from your heart, that's felt energetically. So let's just take, here's some, breathe in the energy of that and the love of that. Giving thanks for that. Before I ask, before I need, I am answered. My brother brought me these beautiful flowers a few days ago, just in appreciation, saying you do so much, thank you. And I appreciated that, and now I'm passing along the energy of this beautiful blessing, and knowing that I always have the support that I need, even before I need it. And receive the energy of the amethyst that helps us, that grounds us, that roots us, that helps us to transmute energy. She set out in the moon all night, so she is beautifully charged. Just receive that energetic blessing. And let us all, like with consciousness, breathe with the trees and receive the blessing that it offers when we release what does not serve us anymore. Doing our best to be in that full body breath that starts from the diaphragm, filling up here, filling up through the chest, through the throat, through the third eye, up to the crown, and releasing in that same motion as best as you can. Even pushing out that last breath, that last part of the breath to the tree, and receiving from the tree. Affirming love, affirming life, affirming light, affirming healing, affirming peace, affirming protection, affirming awareness, affirming sacred walks upon the earth, affirming that a new paradigm, a paradigm of harmony, of abundance, of bliss, of blessings, of right seeing and right action is now for our choosing. And I choose in this moment those paradigms of harmony, and I choose the divinely inspired action that will bring that to pass. Whatever that may be, I give myself to that righteous action. I give thanks for you. I bless you. You know, I serve as a catalyst for the blessings that are not coming from me. They are coming from the divine. And I give thanks for you. Peace and life, y'all.